Welcome back, students. Today we are going to start the new chapter in your syllabus, linear equations. So students, linear equation, this is a new chapter in your syllabus. We are going to discuss today the concept of linear equations, and then we are going to solve few questions related in this chapter, okay, which will help you to solve the exercise. So understand it very properly so that you can solve any question in this chapter nicely. So students, before knowing linear equations, you are already aware of the algebraic expressions. Now algebraic expressions consist of variables, and it can also consist of constants. These you have already done in previous chapters. So algebraic expressions, why I am talking about algebraic expression here, this is also very important because algebraic expression becomes an equation when it equals something, okay. So whenever an algebraic expression equals something, it becomes an equation, okay. And an equation has two parts. One is the left hand side and the other is the right hand side, and in between we put an equal to sign, and both the left hand side and right hand side are equal with each other, okay. Let us take an example. If I give you 2x plus 3, this is an algebraic expression of there are two terms, okay. As you can see, 2x is the first term, 3 is the other term, and x is the variable here. 3 is the constant, okay, and 2 we can say the coefficient of x, and togetherly as a whole we can see this as an algebraic expression. So this algebraic expression will become equation if I equals this algebraic expression with some value or with some other algebraic expression. For example, if I write like 2x plus 3 is equals to 5. Now you just see this 2x plus 3 equals 5. So now you just see this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side, okay. That means this 2x plus 3, that means if I put any value of x here, okay, for any value of x here, it will be equal with 5. That means x, suppose, example, if x is equals to 1, you can see 2 into 1, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. So if x is equals to 1, we get this left hand side and the right hand side are same. So you can see that this 2x plus 3 equals to 5 is an equation, okay. I can also write here 2x plus 3 equals to 5x minus 4. This is also an equation, student. Why? Because see, 2x plus 3 is an algebraic expression and 5x minus 4 is also an algebraic expression, but these both algebraic expressions are equal. That is why we have put here equal to sign. So these two algebraic expressions are equal to each other, and togetherly we say this as an equation, okay. So this is the concept of equation. Whenever you get an equation, you will be asked to find the value. Equation can contain a variable x, and then you can be asked to find the value of x. What you have to do? You have to solve the complete equation and come up with a value of x, okay. And this equation will also help you to solve various kinds of problems, which we will be discussing few in this explanation video also. You just have to keep in your mind that whenever you are getting any kind of word problem, then you have to whatever information is given in the word problem, that you have to convert in the form of equation, okay. And then after converting in the form of equation, you just solve the equation, you will get the value of the variable there, and that will be the solution of that word problem to you. So students, let us understand one by one so that you can solve any questions in this chapter very nicely. So student, you can see I have taken question number 9 from your first exercise 7a. As you can see here, students, we have two parts. One is the left hand side, this one, and we have the second part, which is the right hand side, 3 by 2, okay. And here you can see only one variable is there, which is y, okay, and we have to find the exact value of y here after solving this equation. So student, let us solve this, okay. We will be solving this equation. Just you pay your attention how we will get the value of y here. You just normally you solve. We can write this expression as 4y plus 5 by 6, okay, minus, just multiply with 2, 4y, 2 into 7 plus 14 by 3, okay, equals to 3 by 2. Now you just do the LCM of 6 and 3, it is equals to 6. 6 divided by 6 is itself 1 only, so we will be writing here 4y plus 5. 6 divided by 3 is equals to 2. That means it will be 2 into 4y plus 14 equals to 3 by 2. Now 4y plus 5 minus 8y minus 28 by 6. Students, I will like to draw your attention here in one thing where many of the students do mistake. See, actually this negative sign is with the complete bracket, okay? So when you're multiplying this with 2, the complete bracket, you just multiply it with 2 only. There is no need of multiplying it with minus. You keep the minus itself here, and this minus is with the complete term here. And you will be multiplying the complete term with the minus when you are doing the LCM part, okay? So before doing the LCM part, don't do this mistake. You keep the minus itself here. Let this minus be with the complete term, but whenever you are doing the LCM, at that time only you multiply the complete term with this negative sign. This is where many students do mistake and they get the wrong answer at last. You should be very cautious here. 4y minus 8y equals to minus 4y. 5 minus 28 is equals to minus 23. Okay, divided by 6 equals to 3 by 2. One more thing you can do here. I think many of you don't know this. So I am saying this, that denominator can be reduced. Okay, so 2 ones are 2 and 2 threes are 6. So if both the denominators are in this way, but remember, denominator should be such that it is below the complete term. Okay, then only you can do this. Else otherwise you cannot. So you can see 6 and 2 can be reduced. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. Now it will become a little bit easier for you. If you don't do this, then also no problem with that. Okay, but if you do this, your calculation will become easier. Now just multiply 1 with this complete term. It will be minus 4y minus 23 equals to 3 threes are, it will be 9. So you will get here minus 4y, 9 plus 23, 32. So y equals to, this minus will go there, okay, divided by 4. Therefore, y equals to minus 8. This is our answer. So students, in this way you can solve, you can find the value of y here. Okay. Now let us solve the next question. From your HOTS question, high order thinking skill, but the question is quite easy only. You can see here, solve and give the positive value of x which satisfies the given equation. Actually students, one thing I will want to say you more, that whatever value you get after solving the equation, whatever value you get of the variable of the equation, that particular value will satisfy that equation itself. Okay, I will be showing you what I mean to say this, by what I'm actually wanting to say you by this. You can see one equation is already given here and the variable is x. Okay, and we require to find the positive value of x. Definitely whatever value we get here as a positive value of x, it will definitely satisfy this equation, but that we will check. So let us solve it. So students, 2x plus 4 whole square. You are aware of this formula, okay? This is nothing but a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square, okay? So this will be equal to 2x whole square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay? Let us put this in second bracket. Again second bracket let us open for this one. We will apply here a minus b whole square. So it will be x square plus 5 square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. This was plus 2ab, this will be minus 2ab. This is only the difference. Minus 2 into x into 5. This you have done this in the previous chapters, which is equals to 26x. Solve it. 2x whole square, that means 2x into 2x. It will be 2x into 2x what? 2 into 2 and x into x. That means 4x square plus 4 into 4, 16. 2 to the 4, 8, 4 to 16x. Okay? Minus x square plus 25 minus 2 5 is 10x equals to 26x. Let us remove the second bracket here. 4x square plus 16 plus 16x minus x square minus into minus plus minus 20 minus into plus minus 25 minus into minus plus 10x equal to 26x. So 4x square minus x square, it will be 3x square. 16x plus 10x, that will be equals to 26x. 16 minus 25 minus 9 equals to 26x. This 26x will be eliminated. Okay, from both the sides. You will get here 3x square minus 9. If it goes there, it will be plus 9. That means x square equals to 3. So it will be, if x square is equals to 3, so that means if x square is 3, x will be equals to plus minus root over 3. But we are asked to take only the positive value of x. So we'll write here as x is greater than 0. Therefore, x will be equals to root 3, which will be our answer. So this is how you will be solving it, by taking the help of the formula of a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. But now students, I would like to show you one more thing here, that whether it is satisfying the given equation or not. How we will check that? What you will do? You can check whether your answer is correct or not, whether you have got the correct answer or not. That also you can do. How? You just put the value of x in this equation. Okay, so let us put here, it will be 2 root 3 plus 4 whole square minus root 3 minus 5 whole square, which is equals to 2 root 3 whole square. That means what? A square, that means 2 2s are 4, root 3 into root 3 3, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16 plus 2ab, that means 2 into 2 root 3 into 4. So it will be equals to 16 root 3, then minus root 3 whole square 3, then 5 whole square, that means 25, minus 2ab, that means minus 10 root 3. Okay, so you will get here 12 plus 16, 28, minus 16 root 3, minus 28 plus 10 root 3. So 28 minus 28, it will be eliminated. Minus 16 root 3 plus 10 root 3, which is equals to minus 6 root 3. Okay, it was plus actually, not minus. Okay, and this will become, so this will become 16 plus 10, 26 root 3. As you can see, 16 root 3 plus 10 root 3. And then what is RHS? RHS is 26x. This was LHS, as because I have taken the left hand side and solved it here. Right hand side is 26x, that means 26 into root 3, that means 26 root 3 only. You just see, both the results are same, the left hand side and the right hand side. This means that whatever value we have got here, that is value of x, is satisfying the given equation. And so our answer is correct. That is x equals to root 3. This is our final answer. And this is just a checking whether our answer is correct or not. This you can do for any other equations also. If you have any doubt that whether your equation, whether the value of that equation is correct or not, you can apply this concept and check it for understanding your answer is correct or not. Let us move on to the next question. Students, now we will be seeing and understanding that how we can take the help of an equation to solve any kind of word problem. See here, one word problem I have taken from exercise 7b, and we will be framing an equation according to the given question, and then we will solve that equation to get the answer. The question is, Sushma is now 15 years older than Vijay, but in 3 more years, she will be 8 times as old as Vijay was 3 years ago. How old are they now? So we are asked to find the present age of both Sushma and Vijay. Okay, so we have to take the help of a variable, and we will be taking a variable for Sushma or for Vijay. So as you can see here, Sushma is 15 years older than Vijay. So let us take that the present age of Vijay be x. Let the present age of Vijay be x years. So the present age of Sushma will be how much? Sushma is 15 years older than Vijay. It will be x plus 15 years. So students, first you have to decide for what you are going to take the variable. You have to take a variable for that quantity which will make your question easier, by which you can solve it very easily. In that way you have to assume. Okay, now just see, it is said that we will be framing now the equation. This is the most important part here. If the equation is wrong, if you are framing a wrong equation, definitely will get the wrong answer. So it's very important that your equation is correct, and that equation you will be going to make by understanding and by reading the question very nicely. See, it is said that she will be 8 times, but in 3 more years, she will be 8 times as old as Vijay was 3 years ago. That means Sushma will be 8 times after 3 years then compared to the age of Vijay, which he was 3 years ago. Okay, so that means what we will do according to question, let us write here. Okay, so what will be the age of Sushma after 3 years? It will be x plus 15 plus 3, because the present age is x plus 15. After 3 years it will be x plus 15 plus 3. It is given equal to sign here. And what will be the age of Vijay before 3 years? It will be x minus 3, as because the present age is x. Now it is said that Sushma will be 8 times of what Vijay's age will be. So where we will multiply 8, students? Here or here? Definitely we will be multiplying 8 here, because Sushma will be 8 times of Vijay's age. So it will be 8 into Vijay's age. Okay, and in other way also you can see this and this side. You just see this side is bigger and this side is smaller, and we are putting equal to sign in between, such that, so both the sides should be equal. So what I should do, I have to increase this side, as because this is less. Okay, so I have to multiply 8 here, so that both the sides in reality becomes equal. And it is already said that Sushma is 8 times of Vijay's age. Now just solve. X plus 18 equals to 8x minus 24. That means minus 7x equals to minus 42. X equals to 6. So what is the present age of Vijay? Vijay's present age is 6 years, and Sushma's present age will be 6 plus 15, 21 years. This is our answer. Okay, so this way, student, you can frame an equation properly and then solve that equation to get the answer for any kind of word problem here. This is also very important, because you may face many different kinds of word problems in your exercise, where you have to take the help of a variable, frame an equation, solve the equation. Okay, now let us understand the last question for today's video. Okay, students, here let us solve the last question from the exercise 7b, question number 27, and this is your HOTS question. Okay, and just read the question and understand first very nicely, so that you can frame the equation. There are total 9 persons who went to a hotel for taking their meals. 8 of them spent rupees 12 each over their meals, and the 9 spent rupees 8 more than the average expenditure of all the 9. What was the total money spent by them? So let us take the help of a variable here. Let the total money spent by them be rupees X. So this is the total money spent by all 9 friends. Okay, 9 persons. This is X. So we can write so here you can see each of them is paying rupees 12 except the 9th person. The 9th person is paying rupees 8 more than the average expenditure of all the 9. So the 9th person is paying 9 person pays how much money? Rupees 8 more than the average expenditure of all the 9. What is the average expenditure of all the 9? That means x by 9, because x is the total money spent. So the average will be x by 9. 8 rupees more than the average. That means this is the money which the 9th person is spending. Okay. So now we can write according to question. So what will be the total money spent? See, 8 persons are paying rupees 12 each. So it will be 8 into 12, because each person is paying rupees 12, and total 8 persons are paying each rupees 12. So 8 into 12 plus the 9th person is paying x by 9 plus 8. So this is the amount paid by 8 person. This is the amount paid by the 9th person only, and this is total equals to the total money, which is x. Okay, so this is your equation which you need to solve. So first you have to frame the equation very properly. 8 into 12, 96 plus x by 9 plus 8 equals to x. 96 plus 8 equals to 104. X by 9 you take there, x minus, it will be x minus x by 9. So 104 equals to 9x minus x. So it will be 104. 8x by 9. That means 104 into 9 by 8 will be equals to x. 8 ones are 3s are. That means 39s are 117. So total money spent equals to rupees 117. This is our final answer. So students, very easy. You just take a help of a variable and then frame the equation properly after understanding the question and then solve that equation to get the value of that variable. You will get the answer automatically. This is how you have to solve any word problem in the exercise. So student, today we have understood how to solve any given equation, and then we have also understood that how will you solve a word problem by framing the equation. Just take a help of a variable, frame the equation and then solve that equation, and then you will be able to get the answer of that particular word problem. So students, I hope that you all have understood this chapter, the main concept of this chapter, also the way of solving different kinds of questions in this exercise very nicely, and hope so you will be able to solve the questions in your exercise very easily. Okay, so students, for today's explanation video, this much only. Thank you.